In today's video, I'm gonna share with you a complete travel guide to San Francisco. So if you wanna know the things to do in San Francisco, how can you travel around, what is gonna be the best way to save some money while you're gonna be in San Francisco. And then also I'm gonna share a couple of things about San Francisco, some little facts that I was able to gather in there. And without further ado, let's jump into the video, okay? Hey, what is going on, YouTube family, and welcome back to the video. My name is Untold, and if you don't know who I am, so I do a lot of videos about traveling, experiences, anything related to traveling that's gonna help you in your next or upcoming trips. If this is something that's gonna interest you, if this is something that you like, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with the flights. So the flights to San Francisco, depending on the whatever you're gonna be. So I flew from Las Vegas, Nevada, all the way to San Francisco, and the traveling flight for that was only $130. It was very inexpensive because it was only one-way trip, so it wasn't expensive at all. $130 I think is a really good price. So let's talk about transportation in San Francisco. In San Francisco, it's kind of like New York in a sense. So the transportation in San Francisco is pretty easy. Whether you live in a metropolitan city like New York, you're kind of like gonna get used to the lifestyle in San Francisco because it's pretty much very similar to New York City. So that's something that I really like. So if you want to save a little bit of money in transportation, you can definitely get used to taking the metro, which is gonna be an easy way to get around. You can also use Uber, Lyft. This is something I really like about San Francisco, is that the cost of Uber, Lyft, and all these different platforms are actually really cheap. I wouldn't say like dramatically cheap, but it's cheap than other places in the United States. The reason why I'm saying that is because in New York, if you're looking into traveling between 5 to 15 minutes, you're gonna be expected to pay at least like $20, $15. But if you're gonna go to San Francisco for the same amount of time, you're gonna be expecting to pay like around $8, $7, like $8 at the cheapest. And that's something that you really need to know in terms of transportation. And just to give you a little bit of sense how efficient is San Francisco in terms of transportation. So they use a lot of electricity based vehicles. So if you're gonna see a lot of buses on the street, you're gonna see them attached to wires because they wanna use and they wanna preserve the energy. They wanna use different ways of energy in the city. So that's something really nice I found. If you're not used to that, something that I really found interesting is that San Francisco is implementing a lot of these scooters, electric scooters. So if you wanna ride in the scooters, it's gonna be $1 per ride. And these scooters is basically really cost efficient. You download the app, and if you want to go from point A to point B, but you don't want to spend $8 in an Uber because you know it's close by in the streets, you can get on a scooter. If you want to know where can you stay in San Francisco, what is going to be the best place to reside in San Francisco, I'm going to show you in the screen where we stay, where are the best things to do in town, so you can actually save some money and you know where you're going to be staying on that. I think the best place to stay in San Francisco is going to be around this area, which is going to be the Union Square area. And the reason why you want to stay around this area is because it's going to be close to everything. Actually going to give you the exact streets where you want to stay in, between this street, which is going to be Bushwick Street, Taylor Street, Farrell, or maybe a little bit down, I would say Farrell Street, and Kearney Street. So make sure to stay here, even though it's gonna be a little bit more pricey than other zones. I would say that definitely this is gonna be the best zone that you can stay because it's gonna be close to everything. It's gonna be close to Chinatown, to the piers. It's gonna be close to the museums and all the things that you can do in San Francisco. So definitely stay in there. Okay, so now let's talk about the things to do in San Francisco. And the first place that you can go is gonna be the Union Square of San Francisco. Officially first became public property in 1850. Union Square got its name from the pro-union rallies held there on the eve of the Civil War. The monument itself is also a tribute to the sailors of the United States Navy. Since everything is gonna be closed, the next place that you can go from there is gonna be the Chinatown of San Francisco. San Francisco's Chinatown is not only the oldest but also the most famous and largest Chinatown in the United States. Approximately 1/3 of San Francisco residents are Asian, and most of those are Chinese. The first Chinese arrived in San Francisco in 1848, a man and 2 women, and only 20 years later 20,000 Chinese arrived to San Francisco. So if you're gonna go to San Francisco, I feel like this is the place to visit Chinatown, just because of the history, and just is amazing how many Asian people, how many Chinese people are residing here today. Moving on to our next destination, we went to the Coit Tower, and this is the perfect location if you want to see San Francisco all the way from the top. You're gonna find some astonishing views of the city, so definitely recommend you to take a look at the Coit Tower. And it's gonna be easy from you if you're heading from Chinatown, because it's gonna be really close to the Coit Tower. Probably it's gonna be maybe like 10 to 20 minutes walking, but it's definitely worth the walk. So by now we are completely tired. We knew that we were gonna be close to the Pier 39, so we decided to go to the Pier 39. And here it's kind of like a mall center. You're gonna find a lot of restaurants, bars, clothing stores, shopping malls. Basically the Pier 39 is gonna have almost everything. And one of the reasons why the Pier 39 is very famous is because of the sea lions that you're gonna be finding on here. And the sea lions are really friendly. The only thing is that you cannot get close to them. So after visiting all the things in the Pier 39, we decided to just book a tour. And this is a group tour that's gonna cost you around $15. And basically what this tour is gonna consist of, so they're gonna take you through different places, like they're gonna take you through the sea lions so you can see them. You cannot touch them, so I think this is gonna be the closest that you can get to the sea lions. You're gonna be able to see also the Golden Bridge, which is really famous from San Francisco, but personally it's not like the best view that you can get in San Francisco. Later on I'm gonna show you the best view that you can get in San Francisco in case that you want to go and visit the Golden Bridge. Also, what I really like about this tour is that you're gonna have a glimpse of the Alcatraz prison. So if you don't know the Alcatraz prison, so it's one of the most famous prisons in the United States, I think also worldwide. You're gonna be able to see the Alcatraz from here. The only bad thing about that is that they're not gonna take you there, and this is gonna be a quick tip for you. So in case that you want to go to the Alcatraz prison, you need to book a trip to the Alcatraz prison in advance for at least 3 months in advance before you go to the Alcatraz prison. So the next day we went to the San Francisco Botanical Garden. So this is the perfect place if you just want to have a chillax time, you don't want to do anything else but just lay down on the grass, or maybe you just want some nature, some beautiful flowers. And I personally really like this place because of the colors. It's definitely a really good place just to be with your couple if you want to go with your girlfriend. Like I said, it's very tranquil. You're not gonna find a lot of noise in here, so if you're thinking about doing extreme things in here, this is just a place to walk and enjoy the nature. And the next day we went in our next trip. We knew that we were gonna be traveling a lot, so we decided to rent a car in Turo.com. For the ones that don't know what is Turo.com, basically is an international company that connects auto owners with travelers, and for instance, you're gonna get a lot cheaper cars. We got this car for only $40 a day. And if you want to get a discount in your first booking, make sure to use the link in the description, which is going to give you a discount whenever you're going to book your first time with Turo.com. So we decided to go to the Golden Gate Bridge because this is one of the most iconic monuments that you can see here in San Francisco. The San Francisco Golden Gate Bridge was first opened in 1937. This bridge is 8,981 feet long, which translates to 1.7 miles, and it contains around 88,000 tons of steel. The total weight of this bridge is 887,000 tons. Its cables were made by the same company that built the Brooklyn Bridge. And I just think that those are incredible facts because the beauty of this bridge is amazing, especially if you want to take some pictures, photos, or maybe just come and see the view from here is astonishing. When we were just about to leave, we met this beautiful couple which are from Spain, and surprisingly they've been traveling for like a long time, and they've been on the road for exactly 2 years with their dog. So beautiful people. That's what I like about traveling, is that you're gonna find a lot of people like this. tourists. So we decided to go in the Muir Woods, and there are gonna be a couple of things that you should know about the Muir Woods before you head there. So before you're gonna go to the Muir Woods, which is gonna be in this location right here, you need to reserve parking. So if you're going in a car, if you're going into like a big vehicle, you definitely need to reserve your parking spot, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to go in there. The Muir Woods is a very iconic location, so you're gonna find a lot of tourists in here. In case that you're not able to find the parking because you didn't see this video on time, or you kind of like procrastinated, they're gonna send you all the way down here to the Muir Beach. So in here you're gonna have signal. Just keep this in mind, because in most of the places of Muir Woods you're not gonna have signal. So if you, most likely you'll need to go all the way to the Muir Beach in order to reserve your space in the parking lot. So if you want to reserve your space in your parking lot, you need to come to this website, which is gonna be the gomuirwoods.com, and then you're gonna reserve your spot in here, which is gonna be in the calendar. And just keep this in mind. So you need to reserve for the parking reservations, and you need to plan accordingly, because you need to select your arrival time. So usually they are sold out most of the times, so you need to check this out, because otherwise you're not gonna be able to go into the parking spot. The entrance for the Muir is gonna be around $10, and you can save a little bit of money whenever you're gonna book it online. You're gonna save $2 if you decide to get it online, and it's gonna be free for children under 15 years old, so you just keep this in mind. When getting to the park, it's gonna be very easy to navigate, because you're gonna be provided with maps with different things that you can explore the park, and that's gonna be really helpful, especially if this is gonna be your first time in the park. And the second thing is that you're gonna find a souvenir store right there in the entrance. So if you wanna buy something, if you wanna, support the economy there in Muir Woods, it's gonna be really nice of you. In January 9th, 1908, Muir Woods was opened. The majority of the trees located in the Muir Woods are between 500 to 800 years old, but the oldest tree in this park is as old as 1,200 years old. Since water is really scarce in this forest, the only way that these trees can get water is by absorbing the fog. So the fog that is going to produce San Francisco, if you don't know this, that in San Francisco it barely rains, so a lot of people are taking a lot of initiatives in order to save water. I think a good 2 to 3 hours is going to be enough to visit Muir Woods, and if you have the chance, I will definitely encourage you to go and visit the Muir Beach, which is just a couple minutes away from the Muir Woods. It's approximately, I would say, like 20 minutes. And the reason why you want to go to this place is because, first of all, like the water is blue. You can see some beautiful landscapes from here. You can definitely take some really good pictures from the top of the hills. And the good thing is that you can actually start hiking if you want to. And there's going to be a couple rails that you can go in case that you want to start running, jogging, like many people doing here. Okay, so now that you know about the things to know about San Francisco, let's talk about the food in San Francisco. So the food in San Francisco, I would say, is kind of like, I wouldn't say it's like cheap. I would say it's kind of like getting too high, a little bit more expensive. If you live in New York, if you know about the prices in New York and how much the food it costs, basically a food in San Francisco is gonna simulate the prices of New York. So there are gonna be a couple of places I would recommend you in case that you wanna try some really nice food that I was able to experience there. So if you wanna try those out, make sure to check these places. Okay guys, so right now we're in GR Deli in case that you wanna try some like ice cream and everything. So this is what we have right now.
A banana split.
Banana split.
And a pumpkin latte.
People say that this place is really iconic of here of San Francisco, so whenever you come here, make sure to check it out, okay? Okay guys, so this is gonna be a place that you should come. This is called the Radio Havana Social Club, and I'm gonna show you some footage about this place. It's really cozy in case that you wanna come and you wanna try some like Latin food, Cuban food. So it's different. It's definitely a really good experience. The prices are decently good. And compared that we actually are here in a city like San Francisco. So check this out. Right now we're just gonna get a Coca-Cola and some sangria in here, and I'm gonna show you how it tastes like. I'll give you at the end of the review at the later on, so stay tuned for that. Okay, I gotta say that the food was really good, and the next place on the list is gonna be the Tommy's Joint. And this place is more like a sports bar, and this one has more like sandwiches and all those good things. Definitely recommend you. The price is really good. I think I would say like it's average. I wouldn't say it's too pricey and too cheap, so it's definitely really good for the experience in here. Okay guys, so now that you know all these things, I'm just gonna give you a quick overview, and also I'm gonna be adding this to my videos, the things that I did like about San Francisco and the things that I don't like about San Francisco. The things that I did like about San Francisco is that they really push about saving water, saving electricity, and kind of like they are really clean in most parts of San Francisco, really clean in terms of the streets and everything, so they really take care of the city. Is that there is gonna be a lot of homeless population, so you can literally see a drastic change in San Francisco. You're gonna be able to see a lot of homeless people. I'm not saying that that's bad, but what I'm saying is that is not even in New York I was able to experience that level of amount of homeless people. It was kind of like a really eye-opening experience. Okay guys, so if you like this video, if you like the things that I share with you, that you think is gonna help you in your next trip, I'm just gonna ask you for a favor. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the little subscribe button right there. And I just want to say thank you one more time for watching this video, and I'll talk to you later.
Ya, estoy filmando atrás.